Give it a swing outdoors with Smith. That's me. And this is the outdoors. Yeah, it's my back garden, but never mind. I'm doing a review of different cooking kits that we take out into the field, fishing or whatever you're doing, if you're trekking or even just picnics. I know in the bushcrafting world, picnic maybe doesn't go well, but it's just the truth. People do. And I've got some stuff here to show you. This green milk box here is my bug out box. This is what I take fishing in the back of the car, and it's got water, tea bags, pot noodles, coffee creamer. It's even got some I've even got tins of goulash that you can warm up. All the stuff that you need if you're fishing, some chocolate bars, so I don't have to fanny around every time I go out fishing. So that's my, and when I take that, I usually take this canister for heating purposes. But now I'm going to get on to the actual cooking kits. Now, I don't think you can see this here. If you're going night fishing on the beach for cod, you want a big gas bottle, and then you can fry your bacon sarnies and get your. But of course, if you're going hiking, you don't want to be carrying that around. So it's horses for courses. That's the main thing what we're doing here. So if we start from a real small one, that's called a penny oven. I made that recently. I saw it on YouTube. A guy called Hayes Outdoors made it, and it's just an alcohol burner, and it has a penny on in the middle. And if you fill it right up, you can boil a kettle with it. They work. They're cheap, cheerful, and it's a bit of fun to make. So yeah, that's a penny oven, penny stove. And now we've all seen these, the old Kelly kettle. Now, again, it's the size of it. This is a base camp model, and there is nothing can heat water up faster than this. They're a beast. It's like a chimney. It's hollow. Yep, you can see that. And then this is the pan where you get your fire going, and when you've got the fire going, you sit the Kelly kettle on top. Then all the heat comes up through the chimney, so it's warming the side, the full height length of the water container, so it boils really, really quickly. Fantastic. Fill it up to there, but never boil the water with your plug in, it'll explode. But again, it's great, but it's big, and you know, you'd take it if you were bivvied up fishing, night fishing and stuff. It also has this hobo cook set, so if you want to keep your little fire going, you just plonk that on there, and then you can fry your bacon or whatever on there, and you feed the fire through this hole here while your pan's on, and there we go. And it's just it all nests together, it all packs down quite nice. But again, it's a big thing. Moving swiftly on to another solid fuel burner is this. Now, I haven't used this yet. This is designed, it's also got a hole here for a proper alcohol burner, but let's have a look at that then. It's just like a little fire. You just get a small fire going in here, and then you sit your. Now I've got this. This is my Stanley cook set. I've actually used this quite a few times now. You can sit that on there, on that there, and then of course you can have your little fire going, and you can warm stuff up if you want to do that. It packs flat, so it takes up no room in your rucksack or anything. So that's a really good little alternative for if you're hiking and stuff, solo hiking, long camping trips where you're doing quite a lot of, so what can we call them, route marches. So yeah, that's your wood stove, little wood stove. Then the Stanley cook kit itself. This is a nice little bit of kit. Now, as it is, I've actually put my little pocket rocket, and that's actually a gas burner. And then the actual canister, there's the canister, so you can get quite a few boils out of this. And then, so we're moving on to the gas more now, as opposed to the solid fuel. And then we just look at our little pocket stove. There we go, and there we go. So, now can you see that? That weighs grams, and it all goes down into this little pack here. Now, when I'm fishing and I've got my big box with me, I put it on this big canister, because size, space and weight are not an issue. I'm in the car. But I wouldn't take this if I was backpacking. I would take this smaller one for an overnight or 2 nights, and then that fits on there. So you've got a real neat little stove, a little gas burner. And as I already showed you, it can all fit together. You can have your canister in there, your gas canister, and you fold up your little gas heater. And these are really powerful. You have to be careful you don't burn your food. If you're warming stuff up in this narrow base pan, you have to turn it right down, or else you just burn all the bottom. So that's worth bearing in mind. But as you can see, this is small, and that goes in there. And then you've got room for all kinds of things in there, like a little first aid kit if you want. But it's up to you. But it works really well. And in addition to that, the Stanley cook set, I've got this, which is a mug. Now this can also be used on the gas stove to warm up. So if you've got your dinner warmed up in here, then you can just use this on the little gas stove to make your tea or coffee, whatever you prefer. And then again, it's this nesting principle where the Stanley cook set and the cup, zip, they go together. And of course you could use a big rubber band to hold that together. That's a nice one day, well, like a good hiking sort of camping stove. The Stanley cook set comes with these 2 cups, which when I'm fishing I take the 2 cups. But next summer when we'll be doing some camping and some hiking, I'll be using the smaller set. Right then, ignition sources. Well, you can't go far wrong with a Zippo. Now, bushcrafters use all these they go right back to basics with bow drills and these flint strikers and respect. It's clever, and I respect that you've got the time and patience to do it. But I'm a Zippo man. But I do have in reserve a fire steel, because they're good to get fires going as well. They're pretty effective, and you can get thousands of strikes in this fire steel, and they're effective. It's not like fanning around with a flint and char cloth and buggering around. And I cheat a little bit as well, because I use the cotton ball and Vaseline. You know, all you bushcrafters and outdoors out, you're familiar with the cotton ball, and dip it in a bit of Vaseline, and then you use your striker. The sparks go on, and whoom, she flares up really good. And that's as basic as I get. You know, my channel's called Outdoors. I'm not a bushcrafter. I don't take it that seriously. So there's and of course there's the lighter fluid. So yeah, that's my little quick review of my cooking sets and how I do things. Very, very quick review, you know. And it's all variable. You can all adapt these to what suits yourself. But that's my take on it. I like all this stuff. It all has its place. And yeah, so if you enjoyed this little video, click like, subscribe. Oh God, I'm going down that road. But yeah, if you like it and you like my ramblings, then click a like and subscribe. I'll be doing some more stuff out in the field with this kit I've got here. So yeah, all the best for New Year.